Uhtred has agreed to Alfred's proposal that he become an ealdorman of Wessex through marriage. He marries this one, Mildred, and Beocca makes them man and wife in Winchester's church. However, it wasn't quite that simple. Mildred's family owed the church over 2,000 shillings, and Uhtred has now inherited that. And yet, it gets worse. Uhtred is now the lord of a small farm, which is not what he is expecting. He had hoped for a great hall, but is instead living in a small shed. Somehow, he gets over this and manages to go out and cheer up his wife as well. From the top of a hill, Uhtred notices a Danish army advancing through his land. He rushes to Winchester with Leofrich and informs Alfred of the coming invasion. Within months of making peace with them, Wessex is once again going to war against the Danes. It is here that Uhtred confronts Alfred about the debt he owes. He tells him that he knows Alfred can get rid of it, but Alfred replies that it is a test of his loyalty to Wessex. When the army of Wessex finally reaches the Danes that have now taken the fortress of Wareham, both sides know that the siege would be too costly. Instead, they agree to make peace, and they each give the other side 10 hostages to do what they want with. Among the hostages is Uhtred. While he is not impressed with Alfred's decision, he finds out that he has another job. If word comes that Ubba is to arrive and help Guthrum and his army, he is to escape the Danes and warn the rest of Wessex. When he is inside the castle, Uhtred once again meets Brida and young Ragnar. That night they feast together, but Brida notices something is wrong with Uhtred. He tells her that he is spying for Alfred for when Ubba returns. Back in Wessex, Mildred has just delivered her first son, which she calls Uhtred. Things are about to take a turn for the worse for Uhtred. A messenger has just returned to tell Guthrum that Ubba is on his way to help him. When Guthrum hears this, he and his men kill the hostages from Wessex. Uhtred does his best to keep the Danes back, but there are just too many, and eventually he is cornered. With no other choice, Uhtred jumps out of a window and lands in the castle courtyard, right in front of Guthrum. Luckily for Uhtred, young Ragnar steps in between them, and since most of Guthrum's men are more loyal to Ragnar, he is forced to let Uhtred go. As Uhtred is going to warn the rest of Wessex, he notices Ubba's armada out on the ocean. He starts a fire on the top of a hill and watches as more fires appear on the hills across from him.